cracking YouTube? It's me, your host Toon, aka the Comic Book Thug. Once again, bringing another comic book review. Sorry about the mess, but comics is everywhere. But comic book review for Superior Iron Man issue number 9, and this is actually the last issue in the Superior Iron Man. Superior Iron Man. So enough talking. Let's just jump straight into it. Let's get straight into the book. The comic opens up where last issue ended with Tony fighting all of Iron Man's, basically, like all of his suits. And Tony symbiote suit, bulked up. He's in like this giant symbiote Iron Man suit or whatever. And all the Iron Mans is basically trying to take him down. All the different suits are trying to take him down. And he's trying to lead them away from his island because he says that he don't want them to mess up his place. And then they start blowing up his place, like shooting at it. And well, that's vindictive. So this giant Iron Man suit looks bigger than a Hulkbuster suit. Actually comes down and they start fighting on the Golden Break Bridge. So then they fly away again, and as Tony's trying to get away, we see Pepper stops him in a nice looking female Iron Man suit, like it's nice. And then he gets mad at the computer Iron Man because I'm the only one that makes Pepper a suit. So before he can do any damage though, Pepper unleashes like a sonic blast, like the way, because symbiotes are fragile to like high pitched sound, and the symbiote suit flies off and she catches him before he falls. So now we're back at the Resilient headquarters, and he's surrounded by a bunch of Iron Mans, and Pepper actually wants to keep both Iron Mans. She's like, the world is big, so it's big enough for 2 Iron Mans, so let's keep it. And then the computer Iron Man is like, if you saw what I saw in his brain, you wouldn't want to keep him. So while they're talking, Tony plugs a drive into the computer, and basically what it is deleting, it's shutting down every Iron Man suit, and it's going to delete the computer Iron Man. But Tony did give him a choice. He said he plugged in another hard drive, and he says, this is your only chance to get away. Find this hard drive. If you find this hard drive, then you can survive, but you won't be able to be in the suit. So the computer Iron Man was pretty. He didn't want to do it, but he had to survive, so he found it. So Tony takes the hard drive out and starts to walk away when Teen Abomination actually stops him and takes the drive away from him. But right before he can do anything with it, the symbiote suit breaks in. The symbiote suit breaks through the building, and the hard drive is destroyed. So the computer Iron Man is destroyed now. He's gone. Like the old Tony that was backed up in the computer Iron Man suit is basically gone now. And the symbiote suit bonds with Tony, and Tony tells Teen Abomination that his mother's still alive. He thought that, and Teen Abomination thought that he killed his mother when he was a kid, well, years ago. And he found out that she was only in a coma, and Tony didn't want to tell him because he didn't want to see his mother die 2 times, because he already thought his mother died when he heard him. He didn't want to tell him that she was in a coma, and if she died in a coma, basically seeing his mother died twice, so he didn't tell her. So with that information, Team Abomination actually transforms back to a kid. So, like, I guess, like, his real name was Jamie. So I guess, like, his mutation is controlled by emotion. So right as Tony's about to leave, we see Pepper says, I'm not going to let you leave, and I took your suit down 1 time, I can take that again. And then Tony turns around and smiles and says, I let you take me down. I used your emotion for me to let me in. I needed to be inside of this building so I could take down Iron Man. So it was all part of his job, his plan. So Pepper basically gives up. She says, I realize now that you're gone, and I'm going to make sure that everybody know that you're a fraud and see all your flaws. And the comic basically comes to an end with Tony flying away and flying back to Stark Island, and him sitting in a chair with a bottle with his head down, completely alone, like Pepper said he was going to be. And then that's the end of the comic, and it says, there is only Secret Wars. That was it. So it wrapped up everything. I mean, Teen Abomination, he's back to normal. Pepper finally gave up on Tony. Um, that's pretty much it. I mean, I kind of like I'm kind of curious to know what after Secret Wars, because this is clearly over. So I'm kind of curious about how they're going to do this after Secret Wars. Like, is it still going to be this superior Iron Man, or the old Iron Man? I don't see how the old Iron Man could come back. So, like, I'm kind of curious. But I haven't seen Iron Man in the new world of Secret Wars or Battle World. So, I actually picked up Armor Wars, so I'm sure that's going to be about that, about Iron Man. But although it was a good book, it was a good book. Like I said, it didn't leave nothing unanswered. So there we go. That was my review for Superior Iron Man issue number 9. Let me know in the comments below if you picked up this book, if you liked it or disliked it, and why. Leave your positive and negative comments below. Like, subscribe, share. Follow my Twitter, my Instagram, which is in the description below. And as always, from me, your host, Toon, aka the Comic Book Thug. Have a nice day.
That's all, folks.